we're back with even more Portland wrestling. One of my favorite professional wrestlers around today, light heavyweight sensation Nate Andrews, is about to make his way to the ring.
Well, I'm looking forward to this, if for no other reason than knowing Nate Andrews the way I do, his outfit is going to be extremely provocative. And indeed, you can see right now, Loverboy Nate Andrews truly trying to live up to that nickname.
And his opponent tonight, the sensational fan favorite, the one and only Dr. Payne 2.0.
Dr. Payne 2.0. Well, this is certainly not the Dr. Payne that I remember.
It could be the same. Lost a lot of weight if it is.
I really don't think that that's the case. But anyway, that notwithstanding.
The former protege of Dr. Payne, Caution, has evolved, come into his own as that man right there, Dr. Payne.
So if Bam Bam Bigelow were to have press slammed this kid into the audience, would that be throwing caution to the wind?
That would have been throwing caution to the wind.
Okay.
He's a fan favorite. Look, oh, got the Dr. Payne mask out. Who's he going to give it to?
Well, what I want to know is, has he adopted the classic catchphrase of the original
Shut
Dr.
your
Payne?
mouth!
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Bob Spiker, for stealing my gimmick.
A little fan there at ringside loving it. I think that's little Terry Farnes there, actually. There he is.
Well, I can't tell.
Dr.
He's got a
Farnes.
mask on.
Focus, focus.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice. Well, Nate Andrews isn't going to wait for the bell to ring.
Well, that's what a good athlete does there. I mean, you got to be on the game, on the ball.
Well, that clothesline seemed to certainly have stunned Dr. Payne.
And let's face it, I mean, Nate is definitely one of the top 5 light heavyweights in the Pacific Northwest today, without a doubt.
Well, he's got to be, especially in those pants. I mean, not to take anything away from the match, but my goodness, is he wrestling a disco ball or a professional wrestler?
And you know, I think that's the one downfall of Loverboy Nate Andrews, is his penchant for fashion.
Well, that notwithstanding, his penchant for delivering punishment is certainly on display right now. Dr. Payne ducks under that right hand, though, and delivering some hard right hands of his own, and a doozy there. And Nate Andrews, thinking he probably had the match well in hand. And now Dr. Payne has turned it around, and a big shot overhand. And you wouldn't think, now, I have known this version of Dr. Payne since he was a very young lad, and he is doing a very good job of keeping in shape and making sure that his stamina is up.
Just wait till you get a taste of his agility in the ring. The kid's very impressive, very impressive. This is kind of harkening back, in my opinion, to the Nate Andrews-Jimmy Freeman feud from years ago. Talk about breathtaking series of matches. I think we've got that in store here with Dr. Payne and Nate Andrews tonight.
Well, I like the confidence that Dr. Payne is displaying for somebody that young.
He's 17.
He's 17 years old.
17 friggin' years old.
And look at the confidence he's displaying in the ring. He is not wrestling like a 17-year-old teenager. He's wrestling like an experienced professional.
You want to know where that came from?
Where did that come from?
That came from another doctor, Dr. Cleaver, his personal trainer.
Well, Dr. Cleaver is definitely a tough individual, and if you're going to learn anything from anybody, Dr. Cleaver would be one of the ones to pick as your mentor.
We've got a series of pinning predicaments going on here.
Indeed. And you were talking about the agility earlier. Both of these youngsters displaying that agility right here. Nice backslide indeed. As you can see, Dr. Payne not taking a back step. Nice reversal out of the pinning combination into a body scissors pinfall. I'll tell you what, if I were to have to get in the ring with this kid tomorrow, I'd be in trouble.
Don't take anything away from the Loverboy Nate Andrews, though, despite his pants.
Well, I've known Nate for quite some time now, and he's got a passion and a fire within him for this business, and he is one of the ones that will do anything it takes to win, and I do appreciate that. The fans don't appreciate it.
Terry Farnes watching from ringside, co-promoter of Portland Wrestling and DOA.
Nice drop toe hold by Dr. Payne. And a side headlock takedown. Did you see the quickness? You were absolutely right. You were talking about the agility right there. And what I like about it is he was right there. He didn't take a step back. He was right there on his man. And that's what I talk about. And I'll pound that into people's heads. You have got to stay on your opponent. The fans' reaction is great. When you won the match, soak it in. But when you're in that ring, stay on your opponent. Just like Nate Andrews did right there. Nice reversal.
You know, I think a lot of people underestimate Dr. Payne when they get in the ring. They think, oh, this is a 17-year-old kid. Look at this skinny little twerp. I'm going to make light work of him. They don't realize the aggressiveness that kid has in him and the speed, agility, quickness. It's just breathtaking to watch the kid wrestle.
He reminds me of somebody I used to wrestle with a long time ago. People may know him.
Cameron Starr.
Well, that too, but a guy who wrestled for a long time is the Diva.
Oh.
Came into the business.
Came
into the business at 16 years old, and once he got the proper training and everything like that, he just soared. And that's what this Dr. Payne reminds me of. Look at the agility once again. Look, did you see the height he got on that leapfrog? And once again, right back to the headlock. I've got to give Dr. Payne kudos, man. I've got to give him. He's taken what Dr. Cleaver has told him, and remember, Dr. Cleaver was trained by the legendary Sandy Barr. I trained with Dr. Cleaver, and I know what kind of a wrestler that he has become and the leaps and bounds he has made. And now for him to be mentoring Dr. Payne, that is absolutely tremendous, and I think it shows in Dr. Payne's
medical bar has to stick together, right?
Well, yeah.
Doctors look out for each other. Nate Andrews is in trouble here.
Well, I think Nate Andrews wants to file a malpractice suit against this particular doctor. I'm not counting Nate Andrews out. He might be down on the mat right now, but I'm going to tell you right now, if there's a way for Nate Andrews to get out of this predicament by hook or by crook, he will do that. He has spent a lot of time in the ring with the late, great Buddy Rose, Colonel De Beers. If anybody can teach you the ins and outs of professional wrestling, it is those two legends. Watch right here in the corner. I guarantee you this will not be a clean break.
Trying to get his head out of there right now.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Stand on his man. That's, it wasn't a clean break, but gotta stay on your man. Nice job by Nate Andrews anticipating what Dr. Payne was going to do and stuck his thumb right in the eye. It's an illegal move, but when you get poked and raked in that eye and your eyes start to water, it takes your vision away, and it's very hard to move around in that ring.
And I'm just totally distracted by those pants that the Loverboy Nate Andrews is wearing.
I want to match with his pants. Well, never mind. Anyway, right now Nate Andrews unloading with the proverbial heavy artillery, although it wasn't so proverbial if you ask Dr. Payne. By the way, have you ever read a proverb that had to do with anything proverbial? Nice move by Nate Andrews with the leg trip into the neck breaker. Going for the cover, hooking the leg, and Dr.
Nice
Payne
call of the maneuvers. My former commentary partner, Cedric Nash, would have never called that.
Well, I don't think Cedric knows the difference between a wristwatch and a wristwatch, but that's for another time. All right, Andrews firmly in control. Nice heel kick. And Dr. Payne looks like he's in trouble. Goes for the quick cover, hooks the leg, and Dr. Payne kicks out. Well, once again, there's an example of the kind of pinning combination you need to do if you're wanting to beat your man. And right now, Nate Andrews trying to go with a little bit of psychology.
Nothing wrong with that. Smart move.
Double chop.
And let's face it, here in the Northwest, Nate could be considered a veteran of the ring by now. He's been around 6 years.
6 years, and he's wrestled for a lot of different promotions. Nice flying body press by Dr. Payne. He only gets 2.
But titles have been eluding Nate recently, especially here in Portland Wrestling.
Well, it looks like Dr. Payne is going to cause him... Oh.
Barely got out of that one.
I was going to say it looks like he's going to cause him to have victory elude him as well. I like the moxie on Dr. Payne as he ducks that maneuver, which it looked as though he was going for some sort of a clothesline. And there's a hard forearm smash. And, you know, his arms don't look that big, but I'll tell you what, if you get somebody to put his full weight behind that, it hurts. Because you can hear it. You can hear it. And a thumb to the eye, yeah, that'll stop the momentum right there.
Nate taking control here.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Nate has the weight advantage in this, let's face it.
Nate does have the weight advantage.
And the strength. Nate's a full-grown man.
And here is what looks like it's going to be a slam. Looked like it was going to be a sidewalk slam, but he turned him around and just flapjacked him on the mat.
And I think Dr. Payne might be a little out of it. He could have reached for the ropes there and kicked out instead.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I'm Nate Andrews, I'm going for some kind of move that could just knock him silly. Well,
there it was.
There you go. That was absolutely fantastic. That could be it.
2 count only. Kid's kicking out on instinct. It's got to be instinct.
I'm telling you, I am very impressed with Dr. Payne. I really am. And I'll tell you, I never thought I'd hear myself say that. That notwithstanding, as Nate Andrews going to the top rope. And nice splash. Had to
look at the rotation.
Had to reverse his position in midair, and it was absolutely
other than the pants.
Well, I think Mr. Andrews is doing a good job letting his wrestling speak for itself. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Nate Andrews, it looks like he found an adorable Adrian Adonis garage sale or something. That notwithstanding, he's got his man. Well, that notwithstanding, he does have his man up on the top rope, threatening some sort of high-impact maneuver. Dr. Payne doing everything he can to fight him off. There isn't a whole lot of breathing room there from the ceiling to the ring either, so this is going to be
big
interesting.
Superflex coming up here. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Sunset flip powerbomb off the ropes. 1, 2. Wow.
There's the experience of Andrews at play right there.
Well, I'll tell you, it looked like it took everything he had, because I'll tell you what, you powerbombed me off the ropes like that, and I might have to think twice about my career choice.
He's been in worse situations than this, though. That's for sure.
Dr. Payne, it looks like he's trying to go for some big move. Went for the DDT and got it. Goes for the cup. Wait a minute, what's going on here?
What the hell?
Draven Vargas?
Well, what the hell is Draven Vargas doing interfering in this match?
Not only that, but when Dr. Payne had the advantage.
I don't understand. I thought Juggalos stuck together. I thought they were like family.
Meanwhile, in the ring, we've got
a
reverse twisting neck breaker by Nate Andrews. That's got to be it. That's got to be all.
I don't care if this
for the
kid
cover.
was 37,
1,
he ain't
2,
kicking out of that.
and 3. The match is over, but I'd like an explanation from Draven Vargas. I don't understand what Draven Vargas is doing interfering in this match.
What did Dr. Payne do to Draven?
What an unlikely pairing here. I'd like to get an explanation for this.
Oh, big splash.
And the match is over, and Draven Vargas looks like he has absolutely lost it. He has absolutely lost it. What kind of problem?
Quiz with the chair.
Quiz coming in with a chair and getting rid of Draven Vargas.
Last week we watched Quiz take on Chris Daniels in DOA. And Quiz making the save, but I don't know what the hell happened here with Draven Vargas. I don't know what he's thinking. We'll be back with more in just a minute.